Okay. Why does she get to testify again? Like, the side room was like kind of dark, you know? So like the costume is like purple, right? The blood totally blended in. Are you freaking kidding me? And I like persuaded my sister it wasn't like right to do something like that. And then like I took my sister to the channeling chamber.
Yes, now I see. And you have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood.
Wait, you took her back to the channeling chamber though. You think? Like, thanks, Gramps.
Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright?
No?
Alright, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness.
The judge is losing his voice. The side room was kind of dark. Really? Because I thought it was pretty bright inside that room. Don't push your subjective opinions onto this court. Like, that's right. Excuse me, but how is my statement any more subjective than Miss Meanie's? You're such a hopeless cause. Witness, you may feel free to ignore this trite little man. Like, okay. Ugh, can't breathe. Let me out of here. Costume is purple, the blood totally... sure. You didn't see the blood. Like, yeah. But she must have had the gun with her at that time as well. That's, Are you going to tell me next that you didn't notice the gun either? I, like, totally didn't. All I was looking at was, like, her face. Continue. And what was your sister, Miss Mimi Meanie, like at the time? Well, she was like totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think she like knew. She like said she did something really bad. And like she said she wanted to go with me to like apologize to Miss Morgan. Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you? Like, yeah. Took my sister to the channeling chamber. So you would have seen something at that point. Was your sister calm by that time? Like, I guess so. I guess maybe like taking her revenge on Dr. Gray like made her feel a lot better. I'd like to feel better too. Mr. Phoenix Wright, the sooner the better. She says with her whip at the ready. And like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? May I ask you one more thing, Miss Meanie? Like, sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place? Huh? Like, what do you mean? When you were going to the crime scene, or were in the, when you were going to the crime scene, right? Because I knew that was going to be important. I knew it. I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. She answered rather quickly. Now what? Press harder. Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, like, totally can't. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court.
Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important?
It is very important. I asked because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this. Come on, Phoenix, we know where we're going with this.
Very well. Miss Meanie, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony.
Like, I don't get why, but okay. I, like, didn't see anyone on the way to, like, the channeling chamber. It's no good. I can't find anything wrong. Yes, you can. Phoenix, the judge believes this testimony. If you don't find some sort of hitch in her statement, he'll end the trial. I know. We have to give it another shot. Or, yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter how many times we listen. We can't give up. Okay, skip that. Skip that. Oh, I went too far. Oop. Sorry. Took sister to the channeling chamber. Didn't see anyone on the way. Okay. So what do I present here, though? Because there's a couple things. I feel like I could make an argument for the jar. I feel like I could make an argument for Pearl. So which one makes more sense? I feel like seeing an actual person might be a little bit more important than the jar, because just presenting, maybe. Whatever, we'll try. I didn't really have a good reason for one over the other. You say you didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. However, that is impossible. Like, what do you mean? I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay. Interesting, you have a semi-intelligent look on your face. So, what about this child? It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden. Garden? Yup. Which means anyone walking through the area would have to have seen her. So, Miss Meanie, what do you have to say to that? Nyar. As the court can see, she's a bit of an airhead. Also, she was leading her sister at that time. Do you honestly think she would have noticed a simple child playing? Preposterous. It's not preposterous, and I can prove it. Oh, what sort of foolish. There's no way someone walking along the winding way could not have noticed Pearl. Ah, here we go. Here's the jar. This urn is my proof. An old, cracked clay pot. What is that going to prove? Do you know why it's cracked? It's because Pearl broke it, that's why.
She broke the urn? Yo!
Why? Why do I feel like you're about to ruin my beautiful day? This urn was broken around the time the channeling started. Ah! And Pearl was the one who put it back together. While sitting right in the middle of the winding way. What? Miss Meanie. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. Grr. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Meanie. You are a masterful liar.
Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say.
The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Meanie, tell us the truth. About what? About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course. The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was like sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? No way. No way. No way. Your lies end here. What do you? The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because there is clearly a contradiction here.
A contradiction? Where is this contradiction?
Help me, Mia. Okay. I actually don't know what it wants here. It's in the evidence. Help me, Mia. I think it's in the testimony. Right? Because we contradicted her testimony. There wasn't evidence that well, we did use the urn. Kind of both. I think testimony is what it's going for. Earlier in your testimony, Miss Meanie, you made the following statement. And like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? It's true that at the time both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police. So, like, what does that, like, have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Meanie, how did you know that fact? How? I can see that Miss Fay was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Meanie, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by way of the winding way. Whoa, we got her!
But look at the manor guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way.
Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Meanie, please answer the question. What? Don't ask a question off a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you've put it on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you might as well answer to the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah. The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eenie Meenie. So now is the time to prove it.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place?
The channeling chamber. Right? Yeah, no, she was in there. I'm overthinking this. Miss Meanie was here, of course.
What? But that's the channeling chamber.
Isn't that the crime scene? That's right. Miss Meanie was at the scene of the crime.
Order. That's why that is.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started.
Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
Simple. Miss Eenie Meenie was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding? Where's the box? That's weird. I thought the box would have been here. Okay. I'm not final answering this yet, but she would have had to have been here. I think, because this is where the shot came from, right? And we know that there was a hole in the box about the same height, so it would have had to have been right around there. I guess I don't know how perfect it has to be. That's got to be it. Like I'm still, there's some angle questions I have. I thought I was gonna show like the box on here. Here, of course.
Behind the folding screen.
Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. Ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind the folding screen. See, you stupid jerk. Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slimeball.
No, Miss Meanie. One so young as you shouldn't be saying.
Shut it, Gramps, as if you know exactly how old I am.
I'm sorry.
Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this. Miss Meanie, how were you able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box. That tiny little box, no person could fit in that. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lotta disproved you when she was hiding from me in it. But that clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right, I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time.
Mr. Wright? Do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the scene at the time of the crime?
Can I? I think I can. And now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Do I have to present this. Take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid, as if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing.
This is what on earth?
I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already.
There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground.
A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before? The folding screen, it had a hole the same height. That's right, I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Miss Meanie, you were hiding behind the folding screen waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray.
Order! So what you're saying?
Wait. Then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eenie Meenie? That is exactly what I'm saying. Miss Eenie Meenie, you were hiding inside the clothing box all along. And you wore a medium costume to masquerade as Maya Fey.
To masquerade as Maya Fey?
She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No, stop. I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do that all by herself. Correct, it's not possible. It really is impossible. For one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ow! Need I remind you, the foolish receive no mercy. Wait. Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct? You can't be serious. Miss Meanie, you had an accomplice. Nailed it! This person. If it wasn't someone from Karain Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fey household, you wouldn't have that box to use. Morgan Fey.
Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier?
What do you have to say to this, Miss Meanie? You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? Did we do it? Oh boy, that's a lot of screaming. I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other 2, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with the knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened.
Unexpected?
Yes. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray. Oh, so that didn't quite work out like I thought. I thought she was hiding in the box and shot at him, but I forgot about the stabbing. Wow, that's kind of a big detail.
After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room?
Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear, which is why upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Miss Meanie, she immediately covered her own costume with blood. and pretended to be Maya Fey. But this sort of deception would have been easy to see through. Which is precisely why Morgan Fey chased us out. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry before there are more victims here.
Well, what is one supposed to say?
This is the real truth behind this murder.
Who is that laughing at a time like this? Ah!
Oh, you simple-minded fools, I'm sorry. Are you still by chance evolving? What is it this time?
Ms. Von Karma, surely.
Of course it was me. Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose due to something this petty? What in the world? Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area. And that is, if this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble? Working together with a medium pretending to be one putting on this whole act? What reason would she have to do such foolish things? Well, that's, Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Eenie Meenie want to kill Dr. Gray? Where's her motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive. Motive? That's... I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is this. I think it's the clipping number 2. What exactly did that one say? Okay. Alright, back to... Oops, didn't mean to do that. Present... Purported Dr. Hottie. Sorry if there are awkward starts and stops to these episodes. Like I said, I'm basically going through most of the trial all in one go. I can't look at that. I'm gonna try this. Oops. Huh. Because I thought you bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix Wright. That's great. Now even she is calling me by my full name. You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death? Yes. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? You want to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing?
What do you mean by that?
See now, stupid Gramps. I'm, going to explain, so, please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I, wanted revenge, then, I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was, Dr. Gray. It was, a total coincidence that he asked me about it, you know? She's back to her airheaded persona. However, you see... Ouch! Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You failed to support your own theory. The end.
I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Ms. Meenie has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fey to cooperate with this plan.
That's not true.
You don't even have any truly decisive piece of evidence to demonstrate your point.
Tisk tisk, so many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place.
Ugh.
What happened? I thought I had her for sure. You see, it's just as I, told you. I hope you liked your slice of humble pie.
Very well, I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Eenie Meenie.
Wait, I'm not done. Your Honor, please allow the defense one more minute.
All right.
You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia. Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for murder, but you know, regardless, that girl is trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Phoenix, everything happens for a reason. There is a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray, and there's also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion.
Time's up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Meany had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason?
Can I really do this? Yes, I can. I'm not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Meany had a motive. Too bad. Too late. My cross-examination has already ended, after all. Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? You're supposed to be on my side. Hey. Yvonne Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I don't know why she keeps, like, toying with us. I don't care if you are my witness, so help me, I will throw you out of my way. No way.
Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene.
Hey, wait a sec here. Oof. Yes, let's save our progress, because that was a long episode. Okay. Like I said, I'm probably going to cut that in half, so sorry if there was an awkward a pause there, but I think it makes more sense just to do it this way, and I can cut it up, try to find a good spot for it, I think. We'll see how it works. If it doesn't work, then I won't do it again. Yeah, you gotta try things out. I am so invested in this trial. We have all the pieces. It's just to, like, it's a lot like Danganronpa. I think I've compared it to quite a bit, where it's like walking all the involved parties to that point that you figured out, 4 hours ago. Anyway, hopefully you guys are still enjoying this. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.